When church was over, we headed to Mike and Shannon's house in McKinney, which was about 20 minutes from our house. Sometimes it's hard for someone who's not from Texas to understand the size of things in this state. For instance, if you go to a restaurant and order a soft drink, they don't have small, medium, and large. They have small, medium, and Texas size. People just do things in a big way around here. Mike and Shannon are no exceptions. Everything Mike does, he does in a Texas-size way. Mike buys and sells companies, in addition to being a real estate developer. Their home is one of about 130 houses built around a private airstrip. One of Mike's hobbies is flying, and he owns 3 planes. We all ate chili and salad around the long wooden table in Mike and Shannon's dining room. Some other friends came over. There were maybe a dozen people total. Christmas music floated in from the sound system. Everybody was just talking and laughing. Nobody was drinking that I remember. It wasn't that type of a party. "Hey, Mike, you mind if I borrow your plane?" one of Mike's friends asked. "Help yourself," Mike said. "You know what to do." Mike and his friend, I knew, both had their pilot's licenses. "Who wants to go flying?" the friend asked. "The Christmas lights are going to be great tonight." A bunch of people waved their hands. I don't know how or why I got to go for a ride first. Everyone else must have been feeling generous. So I followed Mike's friend out through the backyard and into a hangar that's directly behind Mike's house. Another friend, also a licensed pilot, came along to help me board the plane. On the far end of the hangar is a huge garage door for the planes, and beyond that lies a tarmac area. Then there's a taxiway, and beyond that, a runway. It's like a house built around a golf course, except Mike's house is built around an airstrip. With the guy's help, I climbed over the plane's stabilizer bar and slid into the seat behind the pilot. It was a small plane with only 2 seats. We put on headphones so we could talk to each other once we were in the air. The pilot went through his checklist, started the plane, and warmed it up, and we taxied out. The night was dark and rainy. Shadowy clouds were thick above us in a starless sky. For some reason, I began to feel cold. The heater was on in the tiny plane, but what I felt wasn't that type of cold. It was more of a tingle, a shiver. I took a deep breath and looked out the window. "Nice lights," the pilot said. "Uh-huh." The feeling shot up my spine again. Unmistakable fear. This is stupid, I thought. Completely stupid. Not the experience of flying, but this definite feeling of dread coursing through my body. Mike had vouched for his friend as a strong pilot, who was qualified on several levels and owned his own plane. Get a grip, Lo, I told myself. You need to relax. Up in the air, the atmosphere grew calmer. The rain let up and turned into a slight mist. It might have even stopped. There was no thunder or lightning, no strong winds. All I heard was the friendly drone of the plane's engine and the occasional crackle over the microphone's earpiece. But I still couldn't shake this crazy fear. I couldn't shake it at all. My body grew tense, and my breathing became shallow. My heart thumped in my chest. It wasn't like me to be afraid. Certainly not in situations like this. I'm the type of girl who loves an adventure, particularly a tame adventure like we were having tonight. I like to ride bikes and go snow skiing and slalom water skiing. In my bedroom is a very cool street longboard with a Hawaiian sunset motif that I've ridden for years. Even when Brittany and I were 5-year-old kids and Dad took us skiing at Vail, my sister would ease down the bunny slopes while I'd bounce through black diamond moguls. So why was I so afraid of this flight? I gripped both sides of the plane's seat even tighter. And then it hit me. We were going to crash. I thought my heart was going to explode. Jesus, I prayed. This plane's going down and we're both going to die. I just know it. Oh Lord, my parents and sister, please watch over them. Jesus, whatever happens, God, my life is in your hands. I'm sure the Christmas lights were pretty that night, but I was too nervous to really concentrate on them. I don't remember anything in particular. No landmarks, no huge display at a shopping center. Just darkness and lights and the fields and streets around McKinney. The plane flew in a big circle. And then we landed. The air went out of me like a rush from a leaky tire. My fear went along with it. We were safe. Completely safe. The plane taxied back to Mike's house and we pulled up facing into the wind and parking on the tarmac, all set for whoever was going to fly next. Maybe I'm cracking up, I thought. I wonder what that was all about. I don't remember the pilot saying anything directly to me. I don't remember anything he said at all. He might have said something. I just don't remember. It was hard to hear him without my speaker on. It's still pretty loud with the plane's engine running, sitting on the tarmac. I remember sliding out of the plane. I remember my feet touching the tarmac. I remember the sky was black. I was on the dark side of the plane. Those 3 memories took place in a split second, about the time it takes to walk 2 steps. It was December 3rd, 2011, and after that split second, I remember absolutely nothing.